Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more Pokémon Liquid Crystal. Last time we began our exploration of Route 59, including pretty much the entirety of this side of the route. This time we are going to be exploring pretty much everything else. Will we complete the exploration of Route 59? I don't know. We'll just have to see. Now, as you probably noticed, it is evening time in the game because I'm recording this at the highly unusual hour of 5:30 p.m., which is not a very normal recording time for me. It just so happens that this is how things worked out, so we're just gonna have to go with it. Also, I'm really noticing, I wish there was a way that the hack could modify these battle backgrounds to have the actual overworld tinting to them, so like, if this had an evening background, it'd be a lot more realistic, but I can understand that that might not be within the scope of what is possible with ROM hacks. And speaking of ROM hacks, I'm sure this is a question on a lot of people's minds, so I figured I might as well make it official. I would like to do another ROM hack on the channel at some point. Now, just putting it out there right now, it would not be the next Let's Play. It'd probably be a little bit before we actually did it. I just want to get it out there to see if there are any ROM hacks that people specifically want to see. Personally, my personal opinion is I'm really leaning towards a ROM hack of Pokemon Gold called Pokemon Bronze. That is my personal leaning if I were to do another ROM hack. But I'd really like to hear from some of the viewers if there are any other ROM hacks that you really would like me to do in the future. Just pointing out that none of these are commitments or anything like that. If you suggest something that's not a 100% guarantee it's going to be played, I just like to get some feedback to see where the interest is to maybe influence some of my decision making going forward. So if anyone has any opinions on that, please head down to the comment box down below and let me know. Alrighty, so anyway, going on here, it is currently Wednesday as of this being uploaded, which means the new information drop from the Pokemon Company from Sun and Moon is out there. Once again, I'm recording this quite some time in advance, so I do not know what has been revealed yet. So if you guys want to discuss that in the comments, please feel free to do so. But at the time of recording this, I don't know what is going to be in this information drop, so I really can't comment on it because it has not happened yet. Basically is what the story is behind that. Okay. So it looks like a lot of these Pokemon are actually weak to my Feraligatr here, which is nice, because as far as I recall, my Alakazam is still paralyzed from last episode because I kind of derped and didn't heal in between videos, but I guess we're just going to have to work with it. Oh boy, that's going to hurt. Alright, if we can survive that, that would be great. Oh wow, we survived that by a pretty decent margin, actually. Alright, I'll go with it. Alright, one more Surf should take out this Tyranitar, but I'm kind of running low on Surfs, which is frustrating, so hopefully these next couple Pokemon go down decently easy. Feraligatr's almost to level 93, which is awesome, and I think Pidgeot is probably a really good fit to take out a Breloom, considering the typing that is going on here. Breloom is a really interesting Pokemon because it has the not unique typing of grass fighting, but it's a very uncommon typing, and I believe the only other grass fighting Pokemon there are Chestnut and Virizion, if I'm not mistaken, and neither of those Pokemon are in Generation 3, so I guess in this case it is unique. Alright, down it goes in one shot because it is very weak to flying. And up next is Medicham. I think we'll keep Pidgeot in just to see if we can get a one-shot on this thing, although I'm doubtful of it, because the quad weakness and the ×2 normal weakness, very different beasts. Luckily, it is going to take a little chip damage from the Sandstorm, which I'm pretty sure is in place indefinitely in Generation 3, so we're going to have to work with that there. Maybe it'll bring it out. I don't know if it'll bring it down or not. And of course, the AI always hits high jump kick. I don't know what it is, but I cannot remember the last time I saw the AI actually miss high jump kick, which is really unfortunate, but luckily we don't have a heal coming out, so we were able to take it out post-haste. Battling you was a mistake. I don't know. I thought it was definitely worth my time. Alright, now heading over here, there is something that I believe is really worth pointing out. Oh, there's another grunt over here. Alright. Good guys like you get hurt by bad guys like us. So it looks like we do have some Nexus grunts to deal with here, which is not terrible. But I was kind of hoping we'd seen the last of them for at least a little bit, but I guess not. Alright, so Scizor is out here, and I'm pretty sure a lot of these guys have actually used Scizor, which is interesting. It's kind of a random choice. Scizor is an interesting Pokemon to me, because I'm not sure how many people know this, but Scizor and Scyther actually have the same stat total. It's just distributed differently, so when you evolve Scyther into Scizor, it's not really getting any stronger per se. They're just rearranging its stats and changing its typing, which is really interesting to me. I'm not sure if there are any other evolutions that actually do that, but I think that's a really, really cool idea and something that really sets it apart. So it really doesn't hurt anything to... I'm out of surf. It doesn't really hurt anything to keep Scyther as Scyther, because it doesn't really get, on paper, stronger when it evolves, which is something pretty fascinating. Alright, let's see. How much is Dive going to do? I haven't used Dive a lot in this series just because if I've ever given the choice, I'm always going to use Surf. But I don't have a choice this time, so we're just going to try Dive, see what happens. Alright, I think we can work with that. It's going to take a little bit, but if we can get another Dive off on this thing, that should bring it down, which will be awesome. Alright, heading under the water. And Metal Claw is going to miss. And Dive is going to hit and knock out Sneasel. Yes, very good. I really like Sneasel as a Pokemon. I like Weavile more, but unfortunately Weavile is not in this game, so we're just going to have to work with it. I remember when they revealed Weavile like 2 years before Diamond and Pearl came out, I was so freaking excited because Weavile was one of my favorite Pokemon from Generation 2, and I just thought it was really, really cool they gave it an evolution, but then we had to wait and wait and wait until it was actually in a game. I'm really, really glad that, especially with Sun and Moon and X and Y before them, the reveal periods for the new generations of Pokemon have been a lot more concise and a lot more condensed, because anyone who was a fan of the series immediately after Pokemon Emerald came out, it was brutal. And I know there's a lot less people that actually remember that, because I have to remind myself, and it's so scary, I have to remind myself that Pokemon Emerald came out 12 years ago, which is kind of insane to me, but it did come out 12 years ago at this point. And there's a lot of people out there that just don't remember that because they weren't fans back then, but anyone who does happen to remember it will remember how awful the pre-release period to Diamond and Pearl was. They teased us for years, literal years, on Diamond and Pearl. It was insane. I think the first Pokemon to be revealed for Diamond and Pearl was Munchlax back in 2004. Maybe even 2003 at this point. I don't know. I think it was 2004. But then we had to wait a couple of years before it would actually be in a game. So people who are frustrated how Magearna was revealed in February and won't be in a game till November, you've got it easy, let me just tell you that. Alright, now heading right over here is something a little interesting. The Wild Master's house. Inside is this dude. Welcome, welcome to my home. You look like a trainer. Aha, I knew it. My eyes are keen still. I was a trainer once, like you, roaming the vast world, conquering the wilds. Indeed, I am the Wild Master. Want to know my secret, kid? The Black Flute. So if anyone's wondering where you get it, this is where you get it. Just one whistle out in the open, and wild Pokemon you shall never encounter, ever again. Totally. But these weary bones can travel no more, so it's useless to me. How about I sell it to you? It's yours for only 50,000 Pokemon dollars. Don't look at me like that, it's a unique item. I'm just going to take what he says at face value and say that that is exactly what this item does. And if you want to buy it, you can, but personally I value my money, so I'm not going to be buying it. So we're just going to assume that it actually does what he says it does, and we're just not going to buy it. Kind of like how in Earthbound, the pizza delivery man is like, let's just assume you're Ness and give you the item anyway. You'll pass, you're lost, kid. Come back when you change your mind. Haha. I might show that eventually, but right now is not gonna be the time for it. Anyway, heading on up here, it looks like we have yet another trainer. My superior dragon-type Pokemon have taken me thus far. What is it that brought you here? Alright, so it looks like we have a dragon tamer. Yes, indeed we do. If I'm not mistaken, I feel like dragon tamers have not been in a lot of games recently. Really interesting thing to think about, and I'm just realizing my moveset is not good to fight against this thing at all. So I think I am going to take a gamble and switch over to Gengar. I think Gengar will probably be able to do decently against this guy. But yeah, Dragonite, oh boy. I don't remember what they set Lance's Dragonite's levels at in this hack, but I'm pretty sure it was a lot lower than this, so this is probably one of the most powerful Pokemon we've ever fought. Level 92 Dragonite? I mean, come on. Ooh, that does a lot of damage. Alrighty. I'm gonna do Shadow Ball again, and hope that it outrages itself into confusion, maybe? Oh wow, we actually did get a stat drop, so maybe Safeguard doesn't do what I thought it did. Alright. Alright, now that it's down, Dragonite should be confused if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully that is the case. And if it's not the case, we might have a problem. Okay, it is confused. Very good. Now, he's probably going to heal. Yeah, he is. And unfortunately, Full Restore also cures confusion. Which really, really, really sucks. But we're just going to have to work with it. Alright, how much is Quick Attack? Whoa! That was a decent amount of damage. Alright, I will take that. Alright, and we are also faster than it, so if we can bring it at least close to down, that would be awesome. Alright, so let's try... I'm probably going to lose the speed, but we're going to try and use Alakazam. Alright. Maybe Safeguard protects against criticals? I actually don't entirely remember. Alright, if we can please survive this... Alright. We have a bit of a problem right here, so I think we're going to send in Lantern, and I might have to break out the Max Revives. I have Max Revives, right? Yes, I do. Alright, this is a pretty serious situation, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to Max Revive Alakazam, and then try and stall this thing into becoming confused, which I think will happen after this turn. Now, can Lantern survive this? No, it cannot, which is unfortunate, but I think it will be confused and we can switch into Alakazam, who is not paralyzed anymore, and thus should be faster? Yes, we are faster. Alright, if this doesn't bring it down, I'll be very surprised. Okay, whew, that was scary. Unfortunately, I think he's still got a couple of Pokemon left. Luckily, Flygon is not nearly as strong as Dragonite. I know Flygon fans, but you gotta face the facts here. Flygon is not as good as Dragonite, at least on paper. So we should be at least in a little bit better position right here. Alright, we have a Sandstorm coming out, which is unfortunate, but I guess we can work with it. And I'm noticing this video recording is already almost at 14 minutes, so we might not actually be finishing this route this episode, which, I mean, isn't a problem, but I figured it would probably take 2 episodes, but I guess it might take 3. We'll just have to see what awaits us going forward. Anyhow, level 92 right there, and up next is Altaria, which is, again, not as strong as Dragonite, so luckily, we're following up that Dragonite with some stuff that's a little bit more manageable. I imagine if it was Dragonite, and then Salamence, and then some other crazy thing, we'd have a bigger problem, but it looks like we're gonna be okay. Alright, can we one-shot it? I don't think so. No, we didn't. Oh well. One more should just about do it, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, we got the Sandstorm once again. Just gonna take a little bit of chip damage. And then we should be able to bring out a Psychic and finish this up in short order. Yes, very good. Man, that was kind of scary. I was afraid I was going to lose for a second. I see. I must train more. Yes, indeed, good sir. Yes, indeed. Alright. With that, I think a heal is in order, so I'm going to be heading back into the city and healing up, so I will be right back. Alrighty, we are all healed and ready to press onwards on this route. Unfortunately, we're still taking a little bit of that poison chip damage, so we're not really healed, if we're going to be honest here. Oh boy, we have a lot of trainers here. Alright, looks like we gotta fight this guy first. Long live Team Nexus. Yeah, if there's this many trainers on this route, I'm doubtful we're gonna finish it this episode. We're just gonna have to see here, especially since this guy's got 4 Pokemon. Holy cow. Although, I'll be honest, I'd kind of prefer having trainers in late game like this have a lot of Pokemon. You have no idea how odd it is to be fighting trainers in, like, say, Victory Road in X and Y, and they have only like 2 or 3 Pokemon apiece. Like, it's completely unrealistic. And I feel like Game Freak's quest to make the games easy have made them a little bit just not realistic, because why would anyone try and take on Victory Road with 2 Pokemon? It just makes no sense at all. I don't know, maybe Sun and Moon will fix that. Although, in that area, I'm a little doubtful we're going to see improvements, just because it seems like Game Freak is just sort of gearing towards that kind of gameplay experience, but you never know. They're changing a lot of long staples for the series in Sun and Moon, so maybe they'll add like difficulty modes or something like that, I don't know. Alrighty. Unfortunate slips of the tongue aside, anyone who caught that, good for you, please don't comment. We are going to continue on with this battle, and hopefully take down this Nidoking with Psychic. Psychic is such a good move. Like, seriously, you can never go wrong with Psychic. And indeed, we get another one-shot. Very nice. Alright, Pidgeot gets experience, Alakazam gets experience, and up next we have Persian, and I think we're just going to keep in for this one because, I mean, normal types, blasting it with a Psychic, probably pretty effective. I am curious to know what Alolan Persian is going to look like in Sun and Moon, because we have Alolan Meowth, so obviously an Alolan Persian must exist, so I'm curious to know what it looks like. Alright, we got the Hyper Potion coming out again, but hopefully we can take it out with one more Psychic? Please? Oh well, it was close. One more attack should do it, unless he's packing more items, which he's not, so we can just blast him with Psychic, and this battle is over. Alright, any more levels? No, unfortunately not. Well, this sucks. That's one thing I do have a little bit of a problem with in ROM hacks, is really corny or just crass dialogue that would never be in an actual Pokemon game. I feel like it takes me out of the experience a little bit. I don't know, that's just my personal opinion on the matter. You might have a different opinion, but whenever I see, like, poorly written dialogue or just dialogue that just really makes no sense in the context of the ROM hack, it really just sort of pulls me out of the experience. Alright, that did nothing, so we are going to switch over to... We'll switch over to Alakazam. I think Alakazam can probably take a hit from this guy. I think. I hope. Alright, I don't know if we can take a Hydro Pump, but let's cross our fingers that we can. Alright, I wasn't going to send out Lantern for this, but I guess we just kind of have to, so we're just going to spark this thing to death, or to unconsciousness, if we're going to use the proper term, and wow, that did a lot more than I thought it was going to. I'll be honest, ever since we came back to Liquid Crystal, I get the impression that Spark has been performing better, because I remember being really frustrated with it during the original recording of the Let's Play. I don't know, maybe I'm just insane. Wouldn't be the first time. Says the guy who caught all 649 Pokemon in a Blaze Black 2 Let's Play. Not sure what I was thinking there. That was crazy, crazy stuff. Alright, so down goes that. I think we're going to keep in for Dugtrio right here and just smack it with a Hydro Pump. Because I feel like Lantern really needs to get a level, because Lantern and I believe Gengar have both not gotten a level in any of these revisit episodes, so I feel like we should try and get on that. Alright, getting a little bit closer. Team Nexus is blasting off again. Hey. The writers. It's the writers, they taunt me. Alright, we are going to cast up another repel right here because I don't have one up currently. Is there anything over here? There is not. Now, what is over this way? We have a PP Max, which is a really, really good item, actually. And if we wrap around over here, there is this. This is one thing I do know about. There is a bit of a dive spot right here, which is interesting. So if we dive down here, we will find a little bit of a space down here. Not sure exactly what there is to be found down here, but let's just explore it and see what we can find. Let's see. Any items? I believe there's an item all the way over here. Big Pearl, which we can sell for the cash money, so we are going to be taking that and selling it when we next get the opportunity to do so. Wrap right around here, and I think we actually have to surf across here to... No, I don't want to emerge to the surface. Alright, guess we have to emerge to the surface because of a weird, glitch, and then we get... Oh, okay. Game's freaking out on me a little bit right here, although Dive was not natively in FireRed and Leaf Green, so I can understand why they might have some troubles with it. Alright, we need to go down here. Be really careful not to jump off these ledges. Alright, I'm going to cast up a repel, even though I don't know if stuff can spawn down here. I'd like to just avoid it altogether, if possible. Alright, let's sneak around this way. And we have this spot, so if we come over here, I think we can also emerge to the surface here. Yes, we can! Awesome. And that will deposit us in this little nook. And the only thing over here is this item, which is a bright powder, which I don't remember what that does. Ah well. Now, I think we're actually decently close to the end of this route here, so I think we're just going to go until we get to the end for this episode. So I'm going to meet you guys on the other side of this divey thing. And here we are on the other side of the diving cavern, and I believe the route continues on this way with this dude. I'm out here looking for rare Pokemon, but so far, no luck. That's unfortunate. Alright, we have an Electrode coming out, and this guy only has 2 Pokemon, so we should be alright to continue onwards here, unless there's a... Okay. Unless there is a huge section of the route that I'm just completely missing, but in that case, we'll just have to split it into another episode, but I think we can make it in just one. Alright, so now out comes Magneton. Flamethrower this, and this fight should be over in under a minute, which is very unusual for this ROM hack, but I will definitely take it. Alrighty, down goes Magneton. And that super nerd is already down. That is kind of crazy. Alright, what do we have over this way? Route 59, an old warehouse, Mandarin City. Alright, do you fight us? Yes, you do. Alright, so we have a fisherman right here who will fight us. Let's see what he's got. Please don't be the 6 Magikarps guy. Alright, he's got 3 Pokemon. I think we want to switch over to Alakazam. Unless Alakazam is unconscious. Yes, Alakazam is unconscious, so we're going to switch over to Lantern instead. Alright. Gonna have Megahorn Miss, which is definitely very, very nice. Gonna smack you with Spark right there. I don't remember. Do I have Lantern holding a magnet? I could swear I had Lantern holding a magnet at some point during the series, but I'm not sure if it's still holding it. Maybe I'm crazy and it never held a magnet at all, and I'm just insane. But I could swear we did that at one point, and of course. Of course. Oh, he's gonna heal now, isn't he? Yep, he's gonna heal because of course he is. It's funny, after recording last episode where I complained about this, I was actually browsing the Pokemon ROM hack subreddit, and there was a thread posted about someone who was complaining about this exact issue in this exact game. The fact that every single AI will heal itself. So it's not just me. It's really not just me. And of course, we're down on that pixel again. Please, 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 please don't heal again. Please don't heal again. I really just don't want to... Okay, good. I just don't want to deal with that because it's frustrating. So frustrating. Alright. Getting a bit of experience over here. And up next is Cloyster. Alright, I think I want to switch over to Gengar just because Spark's damage output is kind of So we're going to try Gengar and see what we can do here. Oh wait, Gengar knows Thunder Punch. I completely forgot Gengar knew Thunder Punch. This is what happens when you leave the Let's Play for like a year and a half and don't do anything with it. But unfortunately, it looks like Thunder Punch did jack diddly, unfortunately, so we're just going to have to work with that. And of course, we have a Protect coming out. Alright, let's see. Will Shadow Ball do any more? I don't remember, but I think the physical special split is actually in this game. So, yep, that definitely confirms it. It's definitely in there. Alrighty, and up next is Tentacruel. I think I'm going to keep in right here just to see what we can pull off. I think Tentacruel is more physically defensive, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, how much is Shadow Ball going to do? I don't know, maybe it's more specially defensive. Let's try Thunder Punch just to see what we get. We get a not knockout, but it was close. It was close. We'll have to give it that. It was close. And since it looks like he's not in the mood to heal, yes, we can just hit it with another Thunder Punch. And down goes Tentacruel. Little trouble. Very good. Pidgeot gets level 98, which is insane. And Gengar approaches level 91. Alright. Now let's see what's out in the water here. I'm really not sure what I should expect to find out here. We'll have to see. Wow, this actually goes out a ways, which is impressive. Is this just like a giant bay with nothing in it? Well, it looks like that's where that surf alcove comes out. Yeah, it looks like it just keeps going. We're gonna have to cast up another repel right here. Let's see, what do we have? Nothing over here. Looks like it really is just a gigantic bay type of area. From what I can tell, there's nothing actually out here. Alright, I'll go with it. And we wrap right around this way, and there is another grunt. You know what, let's do it. I'm pretty sure we're very close to the end of this route, so I just want to try and get it all out there, so you're getting a little bit of a longer episode. But I mean, we just hit 600 subscribers, so I guess this can be like a little bit of a special, just a little gift to you guys. So we're just going to go all the way up until the end of this route, whenever that may be. Although, the sooner the better. Why did you use rest? I'm sorry, what? For a game where the AI has generally been decently smart, that was really stupid. I don't think I've ever seen the AI do something quite that stupid. Okay, maybe it expected me to be faster? I don't know. Anyway, this is definitely going to take it out with the next shot. Very good. Alright, what's coming up next? Up next is Jinx, so we're definitely going to keep an Arcanine for this, because we have the very, very much so type advantage. So let's just blast you with a flamethrower and see where that'll get us. I'm pretty sure that'll get us a one-hit knockout. Oh wow, it actually survived, which means, unfortunately, you can guess what that means, considering we're playing Liquid Crystal. A Hyper Potion, because of course. Alright, now the question is, are we going to be able to knock it out from here, because it's not at full health? It'll be close. If we had a low damage roll last turn, we did, nice. Alright, we actually did get the knockout right there. Awesome. Next up is Crobat. So I think we're going to send in Gengar for that, because Crobat is, of course, part flying. Alright. Now hopefully Thunder Punch will bring this down in one shot, because one-shots are definitely very, very nice for keeping video length down. And not even close. Not even close. Alright. Alright, so since we're near the end of the episode, I might as well give you guys another thing to talk about in the comments if you so want to. So our topic for the moment is going to be the NX. Anyone who has been following Nintendo recently knows that the NX is a thing that is going to be happening soon, and that's literally all we know about it. Of course, there are rumors abound about it, but if anyone wants to just sort of talk about the NX, like if you're excited for it, what you're thinking about the information that's coming out, please put it in the description, because I feel like we are due for a full-on reveal of this sucker very, very, very soon. In fact, if we are absolutely lucky and the stars align, maybe it'll be revealed by the time this episode goes up, although I wouldn't count on it. But man, I really, really want to see what Nintendo has in store for this thing. I'm really, really, really excited to see what they're going to be pulling off with this. Especially if the rumors are accurate that it's going to be more handheld focused, but very, very much so stronger than the Wii U in terms of hardware. That is like a multi-generational leap over the 3DS if that rumor is accurate, and that alone has me incredibly excited, so if anyone else has anything to say about that, please head down into the comments and discuss. Alright, are there any more trainers out here? Oh boy, this actually goes a while. Oh wait, no, is this it? Got the Premier Ball right here. Guess this is actually the old... Is this the old warehouse? It is, but there are multiple trainers out here, so something tells me, especially if there are events inside the old warehouse, this might actually take a little bit, so we might be doing the end of this route and some other stuff in the next episode, depending what happens, because I'm honestly unsure as to what's going to happen, so I think we are going to end things off here. So, this past episode of Pokémon Liquid Crystal, we explored most of the rest of Route 59. Not all of it, but most of it. And next time on Pokémon Liquid Crystal, we are definitely going to be wrapping up Route 59, I can promise you that much, and seeing what, if anything, we can do about this old warehouse, whatever secrets it lies within. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time!